Well, welcome to the Fragrance Nut. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're returning, deeply appreciate it. Hey, I'm not going to hold you. We're going to talk about what you came here for. This will be my second purchase from this house. And I just want to let you know that anything that you buy from them, from what I see, there's no way to test it or sample, certainly no decant, because we're talking about none other than Luxury Life body butter. Now this was the first one that I purchased. I'm going to show you what it comes in when you get it. But there you go, and it's pretty heavy too. You could even smell it come from the box. But this one here was my first purchase. It was called Intimate Dessert. And in that one, I got my notes here because I want to tell you specifically, it is caramel, and then it's not a lot of notes. In fact, I don't believe the ones that I've been looking at is maybe 4 or 5 notes tops. But it does supposedly have at least 35% concentrated perfume inside, and I do believe that's true. I can tell it lasts for hours, and it's not really big projector, maybe for the first 45 minutes to an hour. After that, it sits a little closer to the skin, but you are aware of it being on. I sometimes put a little bit in the top of my head so it could radiate out. Anyway, but yeah, Intimate Dessert has caramel, Egyptian jasmine, pink pepper, and patchouli, and I specifically bought this one because it seemed, as it says, a dessert, and it's kind of gourmand, but it's not really overly sweet at all. It's just beautifully blended. Not sorry about the purchase, but it is expensive. So then I decided that there was another that caught my eye, and that would be, and this is how it comes in when you get it. Of course, it was another box, and then this was inside the box, packed with dry ice. But then this particular thing here was actually inside another zipped or package with this, and then this was taped to it, and then it comes like this with the bow. Now this one, being Intimate Dessert, is kind of a aqua color or baby blue, powdery blue, and it had that type of ribbon and things on it. And then this one is the presidential. We're gonna go ahead. I want to sort of do an unboxing for you here. And then there it is, presidential. And I used a little bit last night. I went to an event, and actually it was, if you're familiar with the jazz, or not jazz, but R&B singer, she was there in the audience among us, and that would have been Angela Winbush, but we were there to see Jane Kennedy. Sorry, I'm tired tongue. And man, she's still beautiful as she was years ago. But anyway, let's talk about this one. And I wish I could tell you. Yeah, I can tell you. It's a 145 milliliter or 5-ounce jar. And really, really good. What you could expect out of this one, though, which kind of grabbed me, was the amber, the oud, the pineapple, and the musk. And when you read their site, if you go on their website, it says, revel in the timeless elegance of amber, while the rare oud introduces a deep woody sophistication. A delightful twist of freshness unfolds with the unexpected notes of pineapple and a subtle sensuality of musk weaves seamlessly through these layers, leaving an enduring impression of power and charisma. If you see, they do have a case that you could buy all, but I didn't want to do that because some of them I could tell was fresh scents, and I'm not a freshy guy, so I didn't want to do that. But like I say, you still have to try to purchase them. And so if you know a little bit about the type of fragrances that you wear that maybe have those specific notes that you may like amber, you may like Egyptian musk, you might like pineapple or citrus or woody fragrances. And there are two others that I may purchase. But if you bought all the full case, I believe it's maybe 7 or 8 fragrances total, and it'll come with a briefcase. And I think it's like $750, but there were running a sale where it was like $100 off if you had bought the full thing. Like I said, I probably won't do that. I may buy 1 or 2 more, and then I'm done. And those 2 that I may pull the trigger, I think one is called Seduction, and then the other is called Luxury. And I can almost tell you it's Midnight Seduction. That one would have some violet, some Turkish rose, Laotian oud, and vanilla. They even have another though, if you like peach, it's called Peach Smoke. And then they have a tobacco vanilla. But I don't want to get that because that may be close to, everybody's done that, Tom Ford, all those different things. So I know I won't probably pull the trigger for that. And then there's that Luxury, which has pineapple, bergamot, jasmine, and ambergris. Now I may not pull the trigger for that because with my presidential has, if I remember, has pineapple, and both I think have musk and oud. So I may can get away with not purchasing maybe Luxury and go for the Midnight Seduction. Who knows? Or I may just go ahead. These things are really, really good. I'm happy with so far when I wore this last night. And then my scent of that night as well, and today, was number 5, Rosendo Matu. And so I kind of just put the presidential on top and maybe came across my shoulders, and then I just did the Rosendo Matu right here and here. That was good for the night. Anyway, that's all I have to say for now. Oh, Jane Kennedy, she mentioned that she had a fragrance, and I did come home immediately after leaving the event, and I went on her site there. And I did tell her when she was signing her books that I would do so because I am a fragrance nut. And I told her she had me at tobacco, which I found out that her family has tobacco field. So you're getting some of the tobacco from the family's field. And then there was tobacco, frankincense, and myrrh. And so there was 2 there on the site. One's called Sun and one's called Moon. The Sun is a spray, and then the Moon was more of a rollerball. So I got the rollerball. I may pull the trigger for this later on if the Sun is different than Moon. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Anyway, always like, share, subscribe. Hey, have you tried these? Are you thinking about trying them? I think that if you pretty much know some of the notes that you like, I do believe that they are blind buy. They're safe blind buys because they're very, very good. You don't have to do this to bring that type of body butter. I've gotten other body butters, and you could just actually take some of your fragrances and put it in there and maybe microwave it a little bit so that you can mix it, and you really, you know, you'll be all right if that's the route that you want to go. If maybe you feel that $90 might be a little steep for a 5-ounce body butter, so you can just say that's, and then it's $100, it's $10 shipping. So let's just say 100. So we could just say 10 ounces, $200, and put in another 2, that's $400. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Like, share, subscribe. Please leave a comment if you're thinking about it. And anyway, always remember, keep smelling good. Bye.